A couple of bass fishermen were asking me where's some good bass fishing here on the lake just a few minutes ago. And here I don't mind telling, it's public waters. There's nothing secret about it. Here on Blue Creek, if you look down there, there's a couple of islands down there. And all along sort of this shoreline is very shallow, right? All along that shore. And, oh, yeah, we got one. Finally. Ha-ha. Oh, Sonny. That'll be good for some catfish bait. What'd you think? Little Sonny. Little Sonnies in those rocks off the weed beds. Fun times. And so there's a lot of weeds down that shoreline. There's I used to do a lot of mud motoring through those weeds down there, if you remember my old videos. But in the spring, I've caught my biggest bass, what I call the shelf pattern. When the water's moving too swift in the main current, I get up on this shelf where the new river falls off into the old river. And on that shelf, and often in the shallows of that shelf, there's usually shad that'll come up, and you can usually catch some bass and some pretty big bluegill. And even though it's only a couple of 3 feet deep over there, I get frustrated because there's also some flooded timber in some of those spots, and you can get hung up, and that frustrates me. But I've always had very good luck catching bass that way, for those of you who are wondering. This river oscillates a lot. Whenever they let water out of the dam, sometimes it rises and then it sinks, and because you're dealing with a large body of water, it'll start oscillating over the course of several minutes. 10 minutes, the river just seems like it's running backwards, and then 10 minutes it seems like it's flowing the right direction, and that's just how it is. It's because it has to do with the amount of water they're releasing at the dam and those sorts of things, and it just sort of oscillates. Very slow oscillation. You'll notice that. It's one of the reasons why I don't like anchoring in this river. It's why you see me drifting so much, because it's just very nervous about anchoring in moving water of any kind.